Hey everyone, and welcome! I am so incredibly thrilled you're joining me today. If you know me, you know I'm basically on a never-ending quest to find fruit varieties that actually survive and thrive in our tough northern climates. Today, we're jumping right into a documentary-style deep dive on a tree that is an absolute asset for the orchard. We're looking at a variety that might completely change how short-season growers plan their harvests. It's called the Adler fig, and it has absolutely earned its reputation as a literal short-season cheat code. So let's dive right in and see why this fig is generating so much hype. Here is our quick roadmap for today. We'll start with the short season challenge, then meet the Adler fig and check out its fruit, flavor, and growth. Next up is climate and rain resistance, then what could go wrong, and we'll wrap up with our final verdict and scorecard. Section 1. The Short Season Challenge. Honestly, if you grow figs in Canada, the Pacific Northwest, Northern Europe, or the UK, you feel this quote in your bones: a tree full of unripe fruit when fall arrives. You spend the entire spring and summer feeding, watering, and pruning your trees. You watch those little figs form, but then, bam! Cool summer nights, a total lack of heat units, fall rains, and early frost just shut the whole process down. The figs just sit there on the branch, green and rock hard, until the freeze finally takes them. It is beyond frustrating to lose premium fruit simply because the clock runs out on your season. Just take a look at this cool climate orchard right here in Victoria, British Columbia. It's gorgeous, but it's a brutal proving ground for testing a fig tree's true reliability. When you're surrounded by towering evergreens and dealing with damp, cool coastal air all the time, a fig variety cannot just be good in a greenhouse. It has to be tough. It has to push through real adversity. If a fig can actually thrive and ripen in this historically short, cool growing season, that proves it has the genetic resilience to be a staple for northern growers everywhere. Section 2. Meet the Adler figo. Meet the hero of our explainer. Look at that gorgeous pale yellow-green skin and that rich amber center. This is the Adler fig, and for short-season growers, this tree acts as a quiet cheat code. Why? Because it offers a 2 to 3 week early ripening advantage over so many other yellow figs. Now, 2 or 3 weeks might not sound like a lot, but up here, it is everything. It's the literal difference between a beautiful harvest and a total crop loss. Because it ripens so early, it gives you a realistic, stress-free chance at a successful harvest, finishing its crop way before the cold autumn rains and first frosts even show up. So where does this cheat code actually come from? Well, the exact paper trail is undocumented, but it's widely believed to have Eastern European origins. Which makes perfect sense, right? That's a region where figs absolutely have to push through short summers, cool nights, and limited heat to survive. It's a self-fertile common fig, so no fig wasps are required. But the really crucial thing here is its stellar reputation in the community. Among Canadian and UK collectors, Adler isn't known as some delicate temperamental showpiece. It's celebrated as a producer. A true workhorse variety that growers report always ripens and handles cool weather surprisingly well. Section 3. Fruit, Flavor, and Growth. I just love the visual contrast here. On the outside, Adler features this lovely pale yellow to light green skin. It's remarkably thin and delicate on the palate, which makes it absolutely fantastic for fresh eating. But then, you slice it open and you are greeted by this smooth, jelly-like amber interior. It's totally captivating. The pulp isn't dry or overly meaty at all. It has a rich, honeyed consistency that gives you a really satisfying, light seed crunch when you bite into it.
And the flavor perfectly matches those gorgeous visuals. Adler is not one of those dark, heavy, intense berry-type figs. Instead, it offers a beautifully refreshing, clean honey sweetness with light floral notes and just a subtle hint of melon. What I find most impressive, though, is its sugar content. Based on grower reports from cool climates, Adler consistently hits an 18 to 24 Brix level, which is how we measure sugar. That means it achieves a deeply satisfying, rich honey sweetness without demanding the extreme baking heat that so many other premium figs require to taste good.
Okay, if you're going to grow this, you need to know exactly when to pick it. Do not just harvest it the second it turns yellow. You want to look for that skin color to shift to a really soft yellow-green, and crucially, watch for a soft, drooping neck, meaning the fruit is hanging heavy on the branch. Finally, look at the base of the fig. You want to see that telltale pooling honey droplet forming right at its beautifully tight eye. When you see that drooping neck and that drop of honey, you know you've got peak perfection. Section 4. Climate and rain resistance. Take a second to absorb this grower data.
This rain resistance matrix is exactly why Adler is so incredibly beloved on the coast. It boasts an 8 out of 10 for rain resistance, splitting, souring, and cold hardiness. That is almost miraculous for a fig with skin this delicate. The secret? It all comes down to its remarkably tight eye. Even when the fall rains start pouring down, that tight eye acts like a shield, preventing water from getting into the fruit, which heavily resists the sour rot, mold, and splitting that normally devastate late-season harvests.
Bringing this right back to our personal CanadaFigs evaluations here in a Victoria orchard, Adler has just been a total standout. We've observed exactly what the community reports. It reliably ripens its main crop well before those destructive fall rains hit. It has shown rapid establishment when the tree is young, really robust early growth, and it even adapts wonderfully to containers if you don't have the in-ground space. It's just a highly reliable, low-stress coastal performer.
Section 5. What could go wrong?
All right, let's keep it real and talk trade-offs because every tree has them. On one hand, you have Adler. It provides a reliable, early, moderate-sized sweet honey harvest that's practically guaranteed every single year. On the other hand, you have your elite dessert figs. They offer intense, highly complex, rich berry flavors, but they absolutely demand high heat, ripen very late, and often completely fail in northern climates. By choosing Adler, you're making a conscious choice to sacrifice ultimate flavor complexity in exchange for sheer, unbreakable dependability.
So who should probably skip the Adler fig? If you live in a hot climate like Southern California or Texas, where everything ripens easily, you frankly don't need this cheat code. If you are a collector who exclusively wants ultra-premium, dark, jammy dessert figs like Black Madeira, or if you prioritize intense berry complexity above absolutely everything else, you might find Adler dependable but maybe a little unexciting. This tree is built for survival and consistency, not necessarily for winning Flavor of the Year awards in hot climates.
Section 6. Final Verdict and Scorecard. Here is our preliminary CanadaFigs collector scorecard. Look at those top two metrics, a massive 9 out of 10 for cold climate potential and a 9 out of 10 for ripening reliability. While the flavor complexity sits at a respectable but modest 7 out of 10, the sheer dependability pushes its overall potential right up to an 8.5 out of 10. The final verdict? Adler is a practical, completely trustworthy anchor tree. For northern orchards that absolutely require consistency and guaranteed harvests more than they require elite complexity, Adler is top tier.
Of course, our commitment at CanadaFigs doesn't stop after just one season. We are committing to continuing long-term testing on this early season anchor tree. Over the coming years, we really want to see exactly how its tight eye continues to handle our heavy West Coast humidity and how its root systems adapt over time. Because as we all know, the learning never really stops in the orchard.
So I have to ask, have you grown the Adler fig in a cool climate? As our global climates become more unpredictable, varieties built on pure survival and resilience rather than just flavor might become the absolute most important trees in our orchards. Will a resilient cheat code like Adler become the new standard for future growers? I would love to hear your thoughts, so please share your experiences down in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and don't forget to subscribe for more cold climate fig deep dives. Until next time, happy growing!